Hi everybody, welcome to new tutorial. Today I am going to show you about third person shooter part 3. In this tutorial you can shoot the gun, and previous tutorial I show you how you can add the gun, blend space 1D, equip and unequip the gun. But today I will show you how to fire the gun and how you get the effect of the firing gun. So I go to the blueprint character, I create a actor blueprint, I name it BP gun projectile. Open the actor blueprint. It's a basic actor blueprint. I add here spare collision and I use it as a default, and my scale I give the value to 0.25. Now I add a cylinder, so it's a larger 5 time 4 time. I scale it 0.5 or 0.12, which is look suitable like. So I think 0.1, no, 0.2 might be right value. Yes, and the rotation y-axis should be minus 90 or 90, whatever you want to add. And I give the z-axis to 1.5. I disable the lock so I can increase in this side. And the color I gave base color, reddish color, so it look like a gun. And the collision percent I make it no collision. I delete event it. I delete event begin play, and I just event actor begin overlap. I add a delay 0.2 second. After that it will be destroy. I think 0.1 second is more perfect. I add another function called event hit, and I add with the delay. Now I add a function called projectile movement, and I just change the initial speed and max speed. I give the value to 10,000. You can give that value or modify it. Compile and save. We done here. Now I go to the Saiful character, which is our main character, third person or first person. I add a variable. I name it gun offset. The variable type should be vector. Compile and save, and vector value on x-axis should be 100. And I add a function called mouse to left button. Add a branch, and I add the condition to gun. When we have the gun in our hand, we can fire. And I add a play sound 2D. It should be gunfire sound like toot toot. And I add a function spawn actor from class. So the class should be BP gun projectile, which we created just now. I add the BP gun projectile, and I add few more function here like the projectile will spawn a particle like smooth, and after that it will go into the right position, spawn emitter at location. I add the emitter to the smooth, which is in the starter content p smooth, and the scale I give to 0.3 x y and z. It will look like smaller, it will look like perfect. And after point few seconds the particle will be destroyed. 0.1 delay, and after that it will destroy the component, destroy component. I add the sphere, and here I add a scene component, and the scene component should be the location of the sphere collision. So we add the sphere as a gate, and from here I add a gate vault location, and from here I just plus it, add it. The vector is GAN offset, get it, add the scene, and from here get vault rotation. We get the scene rotation, and from here I just add it, rotate vector. I just add the function, and the GAN offset should be A, and rotate, and the get vault rotation should be B on the rotate vector, and the rotate vector output should be add with the plus get vault location. And from is spawn transform, I add a met transform. I just divided the location and rotation. I add location with the plus and rotation should the get vault rotation. Now I make it little organized, so it look like fine. Otherwise it will look like messy, and you don't want that. Select all and make it that. And make it straight, get some space. Yes, I think it's fine. Now make it little further. So when we fire the gun, it will be sound. The gun will fire, the smoke will show for 1 second. So play it. This is the character, this is the gun. Take the gun, press mouse left button, and the gun is firing like a bullet. And if we press mouse right button, we can see the cursor and the gun going through the cursor, that position. So we cannot see the smoke. That's because we don't add the location here. We can add the location from capsule component and get world location, but we already have that, so just add it, compile and save. And the duration I give 0.1 second, it look like more nice. And I add the particle from the starter content. I already add the starter content, but you can also change the lifetime of the smoke. It depends on you. So play, take the gun, fire the gun, and you can see the smoke. So it's look like natural. So this is for today's tutorial. I hope you like it. I don't want to make it complex, so I make it simple. So bye bye everybody, see you in next tutorial.